without further ado, let's go ahead and update the scoreboard and see who comes out on top here in the final battle of the day. Lizardmen versus Beastmen. So, throwing up the intro card now. I thought I just threw up the intro card. Nope, there it goes. So Mazdamundi taking on Kazrak the One-Eye. Or, no, Boris lost an eye. Kazrak. I cannot remember Kazrak's last name, but anyways, his name's Kazrak. Bardics are sharing the Saturday spot. You can play in both if you lose right away. I'll play in mine, Mr. Merlarkey. I've been doing it longer. I love you, Italian Spartacus, but no, don't play in his tournament. Play in my tournament. Galaxy Brain. What is Galaxy Brain? All right. Players are loading into the map. Oof. The tension is palpable in here, guys. Who's going to win? Starting with the Lizards, we're going to have 2 Temple Guard, one of them being the Star Chamber Guardians, ROR, that do have magical damage. Okay, just keep running away from me then. Got Saurus Warriors with shields, so 3 of them to accompany the 2 Temple Guard. Then we're going to have 2 Skink Skirmishers, a Bastiladon with a Solar Engine. And then over here on the left flank, we got ourselves the Thunderous One, Ancient Stegodon, and then Lord Mazdamundi on top of his Ancient Stegodon Slack. So, oh boy, some very heavy-hitting terror monsters in this Lizardman army, and we will see how the Beastmen fare. But first, let's see what they brought. So we have 4 Centaurs with throwing axes, a very useful unit in this matchup indeed. Got the Destroyers of Drakwold, ROR Poison Spearmen. Going to have some Poison Warhounds. Got a Cygor up here on top of the hill, and then we're going to come over to the left side of the battlefield, and this is where we're going to see most of the army here. So we have Ungor Herd, 4 Ungor Herd to be precise. They should be good at dealing with the Skink Skirmishers if they can get on top of them. He is then going to have a Bray Shaman of Wild, who's going to have a Cygor Summon and Bestial Surge. Interesting spell choices here. And then we're also going to be looking here at Minotaurs with Shields. So 2 Minotaurs with Shields, accompanied by the Drakwold Spearmen. And then we have Morgor the Shadowgave with Call to Violence and both of his summons. Interesting deployment. I mean, I kind of like the Beastman deployment. You know, obviously all of this side of his army is hidden. And so the Lizardmen may very well push towards this side to catch the Cygor. And if they do that, it can really open up their flank for a huge sweeping charge from the rest of the Beastman forces. Solar Engine's going to start firing away, though. And it's going to have a successful first shot. Going to kill off 3 models from this Centaur herd. Or, my bad, Centaur throwing axis, not Centaur herd. That's Razor Gore herd is what I'm thinking of. But, oh boy. The nice, thin, noodly formation to avoid getting shot by the Solar Engine. It's a lot harder to hit those thin formations than it is to hit a big, thick box of Centaurs. And there goes the Cygor throwing away. These Poison Warhounds need to turn around and get on top of these Skink Skirmishers or just run away, because right now they're just getting shot in the back for no good reason. It looks like they are going to get microed right now. And the Beastmen are just slowly surrounding the Lizardman army and doing some really good work there against the Temple Guard. So we'll see how that Cygor continues, but the balance of power right now is saying the Beastmen are commanding the field, but obviously that doesn't mean much. Balance of power can be a fickle thing indeed, and it goes back and forth a lot during the battles. Over here, Chaos Warhounds with Poison look like they're chasing the Skink Skirmishers, but they're going to change targets over here so they don't get caught by Mazdamundi. I like that pick very much. You do not want to get caught by Mazdamundi when you're meager little Poison Warhounds. You're going to see some lag, unfortunately, so my apologies to the chat. Looks like this last battle is just running a little bit slow, but there goes a boulder in full speed going to hit that Temple Guard, and they're almost down to half health, guys. Don't have the Reviv Crystal on the map or anything like that, so it's not like they can keep healing it up. But now the Cygor Although he's been doing some good work, I'm worried he's going to get singled out and killed before the rest of this Beastman army can come over here and start doing some work. However, a Cygor summon has happened, and look at this guy trying to crawl out of the ground. He's like, why was I underground? It feels much better up here. And his little cow tail coming out. Oh, cute little Cygor. But yeah, Mazdamundi now chasing down the Cygor. And the Cygor is desperately trying to get out of here, but it's going to get hit in the back by the Ancient Stegodon. And man, those horns can't feel good on his rear end. But yeah, the other Centaur coming in here doing some nice work. Throwing axes being used very, very well. And what I would really like to see from these throwing axes is when they have the opportunity, which it seems like they're getting close to it, come over here and kill off these skink skirmishers. And it looks like he may have his opportunity right here, as all of the Lizardmen infantry is pretty far removed from this pocket of skink skirmishers. But then again, it just looks like they're taking so much damage on the approach, it may not be worth it. Mazdamundi womping on this Cygor. Thank you very much for the follow, Skaven Warlord. I appreciate it greatly. But, oh yeah, now the Beastmen coming out of the woodworks. Minos with with shields are coming out to tackle the Thunderous one. And will they be able to get there before the Temple Guard come over to help protect it? Oh man, Centaurs, the throwing axes, both of them just taking so much damage. The skink skirmishers just devastating them. Some friendly fire on top of the Temple Guard with that solar engine. Minotaurs need to get out of combat with the Temple Guard. This is a thing that they should avoid. And these throwing axes need to be protected here. I know I was saying they should go after the skink skirmishers, but it looks like I learned my lesson vicariously as these skink skirmishers just melted them. Another nice shot from the solar engine. Terror kicking in on the Ungor herd almost immediately. They're not going to stand a chance against the ROR Temple Guard. Cygor going to crumble out of existence, and I think we'll be seeing a second one in the near future here. Chaos Summon coming down. I'm guessing that was the one that goes down on the really hurt unit automatically. And we'll see if Malagor uses his other summon anytime soon. Alright, Minos with shields over here. They have silver shields, so that should help a lot, and I'm almost curious if they should turn around and start chasing the skink skirmishers or not, but looks like they're focused on getting into this monster mash and helping out as much as they can. Minotaurs with shields, Chaos Spawn, and Morgor all in here attacking the Thunderous one. And I have to say, the Cygor, you know, was lost, and that's a very high value unit, but Mazdamundi, look how far away he is from the rest of the fighting. If the Beastmen kill off the ancient, the Thunderous one right now, I think they can win this fight. It's going to be close for sure. Ungor Raiders, the Ungor Herd and the Chaos Hound Poisons zoning out the skirmishers nicely, and they need as much time as they can get, the Beastmen that is, to kill off this Thunderous one and the Bastillodon with the Solar Engine. If they can do that, they can win this game. Oh! Cygor shots going into this thick Blobosaurus Warriors. This unit of Temple Guard is starting to waver. The Star Chamber Guardians are below half health now, but still holding firm. And, oh, I don't know. Mazdamundi probably has Apotheosis, I would imagine. He sure does, Net of Mintok and Harmonic Convergence, as well as some banishments. So if he gets some well-placed banishments, he can delete this Beastman army. But look at that. Temple Guard are routing, and this Thunderous one is all by itself. Minotaurs are running away from it, though. I would love to see the Minotaurs get over here and just single out this blasted Thunderous one. But now Morgor may be in a very precarious situation. Getting surrounded by Saurus Warriors. Thunderous one pushing him deeper into that formation. And these throwing axes, they have so much ammunition. They need to start throwing it. Just throw as many axes as you can into this infantry, into the monster, whichever you prefer. But start throwing those axes in ASAP. There it goes. And my apologies that the last battle's been a little bit laggy, but it comes and goes. I suppose it's running a bit smoother now. Oh, another big rock into those Saurus Warriors, and Morgor is just looking like he's in a precarious position here. The Chaos Spawn are in here, helping keep him relatively safe. Minotaurs are running away from the Thunderous One engagement, letting the Cygor try to whittle away these Saurus Warriors while they're all blobbed up, it would seem. And over here, the Temple Guard, the Star Chamber Guardians, are just getting bogged down by a lot of Ungor Herd. Alright, Saurus Warriors, oh no, look at them, they're starting to waver. If they break these Saurus Warriors, can they do it? Okay, there goes one route. Oh my goodness gracious, what a crazy battle, but look at this, a banishment! On top of the Centaurs with throwing axes, and it is actually just staying on top of them like butter on bread, doing a decent bit of damage there. And over here in the central engagement though, look at this, the Beastmen have had a huge break. All these Saurus Warriors are routing now. If the Beastmen can kill off the infantry, then I think they can take care of the dinos from there. They still have some Minotaurs, they still have Morgor. This is such a close fight, guys. It could easily go in the favor of the Bretonnians right now, no doubt about it, but the Beastmen are putting up one hell of a fight, and the balance of power is almost dead even. So, guess we'll see what happens here in the long run, but these throwing axes are going to be super important, and the Minotaurs, I just don't know. I feel like they're going to tear a route before they can kill off these dinos. That is my concern. But Morgor's in here, popping Call of Violence. Solar Engine is back, though, firing away into those Centaurs with throwing axes. Star Chamber Guardians fighting the Bray Shaman. Oh, Minotaurs doing their best. I mean, they are dishing out the damage, but here comes some Saurus Warriors rampaging back into the fight. Morgor is about to shatter, I think. Yeah, I think there's going to be army losses kicking in soon here, but holy hell. What a beautiful game to both players, a beautiful best of 5, and what a way to end it in a very epic Beastmen versus Lizardmen battle. Hanging out here in the Shield of the Old Ones. And yeah, Morgor's off the field, army losses have kicked in, and it's going to be a GG. Yeah, the Mundi coming back. When the summons disappear, it's GG. Pretty much this infantry won't really hold in. The dinos can cycle the minos. Yeah, that's true. Are there races in the game that hard counter others, or generally speaking, everyone has same weapons that work well? There's definitely some factions that have stronger matchups against other factions, but I'd say overall they're all very balanced. I'd say the hardest matchups may have like a 60-40 split, but there's a few of those. Talk about a turnaround. Yeah, GG to Parkmap. Very well played to him, but I got to give a shout out to Thanqul there. I mean, he did a really good job dishing out the damage on that infantry. The Star Chamber Guardians obviously just tanking so much, 122 kills, but the Cygors didn't do too bad. They killed off a lot of infantry, and he was able to get that infantry routing at the end game there. It's just a little too late, unfortunately, and I would have liked to see maybe like one Chaos Spawn just being in this army by default and not just relying completely on these summons, because once they run out, then, you know, it's really hard to keep the momentum going. Parkmap with reverse sweep. Yeah, monster mash indeed. No major chord for the Minotaurs, a minor third for the Beastmen herd. Yeah, this is his 11th game. So, in any case, let's go ahead, do our final shout out to everyone. Starting with you, the chat. I really appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for participating, keeping things interesting. Always good to see you. Looks like we have a good number of people in here today. I want to thank my moderators, Iron Thunder, always adding maps and keeping people in line while I'm too distracted doing other things. So thank you very much to Iron Thunder, and to Romulan Dog, my usual suspect for co-casting, and also a guy who helps teach me a lot about the game and helps me practice. So thank you to him. Big thank you to the players. All of these fresh recruits playing their hearts out, and I'm really excited to see these guys after this first season. Whoever makes it to the playoffs for the fresh recruit tournaments is obviously going to graduate from fresh recruit role. So next season they won't be able to play in the fresh recruit tournaments. They will officially be graduated, but that's not till March. And yeah, these guys are just playing so well. It's a pleasure seeing them improve and grow as players. Hasgrim, thank you so much for the follow, man. I really appreciate it. And that brings me to the last thank you of the stream, which is going to be to all the lovely new people who have followed or subscribed. So let me pull up my Streamlabs really quick and give shout outs to those guys, and then we'll end the stream from there. Also, quick shout out to Thurin. Thank you for inviting me to play Beastmen in your faction war. It was a good experience, a good time. And, oh, Greyco 8 Cup, thank you so much for the follow, man. I appreciate it. And getting to the rest of you folks who have followed today. All right, we have Provo 86, Hamoud K75, Falane, Majna Masilla, Secondhand Samurai, that's a good name, James Band, Nochin Duo, Romulan Dog for the resubscription for 7 months in a row. Thank you so much, buddy. Skaven Warlord for the follow, Hasgrim for the follow, and Greyco 8 Cup. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but Greyco 8 Cup, Hasgrim, thank you guys for the recent follows here. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the stream. Another big thank you to all of you guys. Take care of yourselves. I will see you on Wednesday, and we'll actually be seeing me play the game rather than me casting replay. So I'm excited about that. It's been a while since I've had a Wednesday stream where I can play. So hope to see you all there. Everyone take care of yourselves. My son HW signing out, and I will see you next time.